Welcome in, everybody. My name is Like Anthony, and here we are in a very soothing little realm right now. I don't know. We got the dog sleeping. We got me over here, half awake. So, just say it, just to put it out there. Pretty much the month-long vacation or staycation that I was doing here showed me a lot of things. And long story short, in this time of my life, for all intents and purposes, to almost everyone out there, it's not the best time to try to start a channel, and it sucks. And I'll explain why. But that's just for everyone that's out there, and if anyone just wanted to know and hear that, all my beautiful, wonderful subscribers, this is all for you guys. Just to thank every single one of you. Every single one of you guys. It's been great. Anybody that's commented, liked, subscribed, shared, done anything to help out with the channel, that's everything. A lot of you guys that have been there for a while, a lot of guys that have showed up to a lot of the lives, and then all the memories that we've had, all the hanging out, all that stuff, man, you guys, that was invaluable. Every single bit of it. And I'll just tell you guys. So basically, man, so YouTube isn't in and of itself isn't that bad of a thing, but it is a thing. If you want to succeed in it, you got to put all your effort into it. Especially with YouTube, you have to consistently put effort. There's always a constant push of your energy and time into it all the time in one form or another, whether it's one of the fun parts, which is like creating videos and making all the content and stuff like that, putting it out there, all that. Then there is the other side, the back end logistics of putting out the new content, like how that has to happen. There's always that is coupled with that. And then you also have the social aspect of it all the time, which isn't that big of, again, these things aren't that big of a deal, but there are many of them, and they are constants. So being on a Discord, replying to comments, or just being in the loop of a lot of the people that you enjoy and support on top of what you're doing. And then you also have all the other social medias too, Instagram and Facebook and all this other stuff, and TikTok and all that. Again, these things aren't that big of a deal, and you can keep up with them, especially for being someone so small. It's not so much that all of that is too stressful, and it can be, I definitely can get to that point, but it wasn't for me. What was stressful, or what was really screwing with me, and then I realized when I finally took a step back as much as I could, is that there's no chance to rest. There are little snippets here and there, like you catch like a little breath of just like peace and tranquility, but it's just a constant drone of things to do. And this is completely intertwined with your normal life. It's always there, always getting the notifications, always getting, just something. You always have the notifications on your phone, and then you always have the idea of what to do next, and then working on this, and then you also have the live. So there's always just a constant buzz and hum, and that's good. That is good to keep it going, but for me personally, the way that I work is I do need to decompress. And I don't have that. And this was the time that I do have. And even then, it wasn't a full decompression. I wasn't completely disconnected from everybody. At the very least, on my Discord, there's always something going on. There's always people. You guys are always hanging out. And it feels bad to ignore the community that's just hanging out and having fun, because, it's your community. This is your place. You should be there. You should be present. So it was like a battle, between that. But yeah, there was no time for recovery. And for me, like, I need that. I need to operate. I need to recharge my batteries. I definitely need to. This next month, March, is going to be really busy for me. I'm going on an actual vacation. I'm helping out my parents in their business and their vendors. So I always help them out this time around. And there's just other shit that I have to do on top of this. But I'm in a spot right now where, let me put this out there too. There's another thing too. This is why it's not so gloom and doom for me personally, even though it's gloom and doom, because I started this whole thing and I hate it. I hate that I have to do this, but I have to also accept reality. I also had to accept what the hell I'm looking at, all the pieces right now, all the personal pieces. But first and foremost, or another something that's really important, YouTube wasn't the first thing. YouTube wasn't the first passion or the goal. It was actually like the third. I had one way back when I was a kid, and then that transformed into something else, which I've been working on for a very long time, which is writing fantasy. Fiction, fantasy fiction, epic fantasy fiction. I've been working on a book for a while now, for several years now, and I shelved it to do YouTube. I made the choice that I wanted to do that. It was just more immediate, and I've never done it, and I've never put gaming as something. This is the reason why I love it so much. To have gaming as a part of your everyday life and your career and everything like that. Oh my goodness. And I like the entertainment aspect of it. I like, there's just so many things that appeal to me with YouTube, and I decided to do that first. I wanted to get established in YouTube first, and then somehow, some way, and I couldn't, and I knew I would have to figure it out, but I didn't have an answer. I wanted to segue myself back into writing and to finish this 11, 12, 13 series. I don't even know how many books there's supposed to be. And they're big books too. Anyone who's ever read epic fantasy, like, that it takes, they can get anywhere from like a little shitty little 400 pages all the way up to like, over 1,000 pages, a book. Game of Thrones is one of them. Wheel of Time is pretty hefty. Stormlight Archive, which I'm going to read the 5th one. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to read that. But anyways, those are huge books, so it's a lot of writing. It's a lot of stuff. So where the hell am I going to put this? I never had an idea. Anyways, so writing was always the first love. And I've been writing for a very long time, and it's like, damn, dude, I shelved this, and like for the last few months, it just keeps pulling me and pulling more, like more and more and more. And then the appeal of not having, of being, not being disconnected from social media and YouTube and all that as much as possible, because there's a key thing to it, is that my mental state is fucked up, and I don't mean like, I'm overstressed or anything like that, but I just have really shitty habits. I've developed really, really bad habits in the last year and a half, ever since like YouTube, I guess, whatever. Like it kind of went in tandem, just because I guess the extra stress, whatever. We're just not and the extra stress I mean is not being able to recover. So it's just the minimal stress is just fine like that, and I'm not able to like fucking decompress. So it just keeps building, and it just slowly eats at you. So it's like, and then you start trying to cut corners with things, and you build shitty habits. So for the first time ever. And that time, within this month, I've actually made some actual progress with that. Actual, real, legitimate progress that I've held on to, and I don't want to let go of that. I really don't. The thought of returning to YouTube and like now that I've reflected, I realize that it's the extra stress, or the extra not having the outlet to get rid of that stress or whatever. I know I'm gonna go right back to the old habits, and they're still there. Like they're not gone. It's only been a month. Trying to lessen the shittier habits, and then increase the amount of good habits and the effectiveness and all that shit, whatever. Working out, not procrastinating, taking time for simple things, being organized as far as like your everyday like errands and to-dos and shit like that, being really effective with those things so they don't get in your way. Bedtime, staying up too late, doing stupid shit online, just useless things, things that aren't gonna help you at all. It's not an easy decision, but it's still a decision. It's still there. It's still been presented, because I have 2 careers pretty much that I want to do. And one career, everybody that's trying to do trying to make it in any kind of career or whatever the hell they're doing, you guys already know. Everybody already knows. It's fucking hard. And because if it wasn't, then everybody would be success. Doing 2 is just impossible for me. There's people out there that can do it 100%. I actually do know a couple people, and probably one of them's watching right now. But that's not me. And the appeal of writing, where most of the creative part is still hard. It's still an effort, but it's my favorite effort. It's the effort that I absolutely love. For everyone that creates anything, from music to art to whatever, even like business, anything, the part that you're good at, part that you like, fun part. It's still work, and it's always hard work. There's always hard work there to push yourself, your creative limits and stuff like that. But that's the fun part. And when it comes to when it's with writing, that's a lot of that. It's mostly that in the very beginning. All of the logistical, the end game, the publicity, the publishing aspect of it, the entire second side of the coin. That is the hard work, but it's not until later. And it's a bigger risk like that too, because you can see with, there's a comparison. Yeah, trust me, there are a lot of things. YouTube, it's a lot more immediate. The feedback, obviously. It's obviously pretty immediate. And then with the book, you don't know. You can't really gauge to know. Like, you can do it with editors and people and beta readers and stuff like that to see how your book is being received by a few people. But for the most part, it's the big release, whatever. It's the big, once you get to that part, like, oh, fuck, did I do right? So there is that, but I will say that goes in tandem way more effectively than YouTube, where it's the constant, like I already said, like it's the stop. It's like the plug, the cork. Like I don't have anywhere to release, like, all my stress. With writing, it's just writing. I can always disconnect immediately like that. I don't have to keep up with anything because it's all YouTube is at your pace too, but at the same time it's a flowing fucking churning maelstrom of a river. Once you jump in, you're in. Once you're in, and you got to keep going. You got to keep swimming, or you're gonna get swallowed. With the writing, if for whatever reason, if I'm going through some shitty time with my with bettering myself personally, I can always just take that, just boom, take a step. There is that massive appeal to that. I can get out of the water when I need to, and right now that's what I need. I need also to work on my finances. I'm in a very good spot right now, but it's not going to last forever. I also have big purchases that I'm going to have to make, so I need to grind and make more money. I need to get a better paying job. I have a decent job now, but I need a better paying job. I want to establish myself 100%, like get the foundation of my finances in life. My whole life needs to be fucking rock solid for me to be able to pursue my dreams, pursue my goals. And right now it's not rock solid, and that's pretty much it. So again, man, I want to thank every single one of you guys. Every single one that's, and this is for, if you're watching this, you're most likely a subscriber. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, so you can just have a dead channel just floating. It's not, I guess it is dead. Like, again, for all intents and purposes, it's going to be dead. But I'm not getting rid of the channel. It's still going to be there. I'm still going to have my name. I'm still going to be liking. Still going to be like Anthony. And eventually, I do feel like, I don't know when. I have no idea when. And this is why it's like, the channel is dead for now. But that doesn't mean that there won't be a resurrection later on at some point, you know, in life, just like with the sequels, you know, whatever, in fucking movies or whatever shows, like 50 years later, they summoned him back. Who knows how that'll develop? I may keep this, but, and I may go to YouTube again through my book when the time comes. And it seems like a kind of a logical bridge or a segue there, so who knows? But yeah, as far as for everyone that's in the Discord, I'm not getting rid of the Discord, but for the same reasons, for everything that I'm telling you right now. I mean, I'll be popping in. You've already seen that I've been there less, but I just really want to disconnect. So I don't know how that's going to be. I don't know if it's just going to be a fucking ghost town now after this message. Like, oh, okay, whatever, he's gone. So I don't know, but that's up to you guys. I know you guys have formed some bonds there too. So that's exactly, there's no reason for me to take it down. If no one wants to, if people aren't going to be talking, you know, if they're leaving or, you know, whatever, understandably, obviously. But if people, you know, just leave and it becomes even like a ghost town, I'm still not going to get rid of it. Like, there's no reason to. It's always going to be, the space is always going to be there. The main point I want to make with that is that I'm not getting rid of Discord. If you guys want to leave, you make that choice on your own. If you guys want to stay, then stay and hang out. But I am going to remove myself a little bit, even more, because that's what I need. I don't want to have the obligation anymore. I want to be obligated to myself, so I can fucking work on myself, because that's what I need. That's what I need. So I'm not gone forever. I'm still there. I'll still be around. I'll still be hanging out in Nate's streams and community. I'll still be hanging out in Sydney's. I know we've all kind of like had a little, that's I think that sucks too. For you guys out there, for you too, and everyone that's involved in these communities. At least for me, it was a nice little trifecta there, and that is really sad. So it's not an easy decision, but it's something that needs to be done and needs to be made. And I've drawn this out too long. Now I know for a fact what I need to do. I know it in my heart, like I know, and it sucks. But it's also very inspiring at the same time, because as much as this is down, as much as this energy of this type of video is down and everything like that, for me, it's also very uplifting. It's very uplifting, it's very liberating, and inspiring and motivational, because I'm letting go of a big source of stress, and I'm inviting a huge source of excitement and inspiration at the same time. So it kind of goes in tandem. And also it's exciting to know that I'm not going to lose progress with all the personal, mental foundations that I'm trying to build within myself. So all that's fucking great. And all that is a big relief, exciting relief to me. So if there's anything that you take out of this, if there's anything, you know, lasting feeling, know that the very end of it, I am really happy with the end of this. As much as like it's like a sacrifice, like cutting off your leg or something like that, but it opens up so many freaking opportunities, and I cannot wait. I cannot, like, I'm starting to read my book again, and I'm gonna go start buying books. I even have books that I haven't read, some gifts. If you're watching this, I got some books here that I have not read yet, and I have to. So, there's this, but this, ooh, oh, I love that. Are you guys weird like me? Oh my god. Love new book smell. Oh. Definitely Stormlight 5. Oh my goodness. That's gonna be one of the first ones, and then these guys. But anyways, so that's it. This will be my last video for a very long time. A very, very long time. And if I resurrect the channel, it may have to be something else. It may be just like Anthony. Oh, look, an even bigger pun. But anyways, friends, family, and every single person that supported me, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, everybody just say farewell, happy trails, and listen to the wonderful, wonderful little music. Goodbye. Forever and ever, I will never see you again. Fare thee. Fare thee well, young traveler. Adios.